name is Eliza and I welcome you to my channel. And in today's video we will talk about how to find flat in Budapest. And this video will be divided into three parts. The first part is about general information about cost and so on. The second part is step-by-step guide how to find a flat in Budapest, and the third part, what to do before signing a contract. So let's go. So let's start with cost components. When you're renting a flat in Budapest, you need to pay 2 months deposit before, and when you're entering the first month's payment, so before you move in, you need to pay 3 times of your rent. Yeah. In addition to your rent monthly, you need to pay common costs. Those are fixed costs that you pay every month. So for example, for rubbish and for cleaning and so on. And also there are certain type of costs which are your utilities, and those depend only on your consumption of water, electricity, gas or whatsoever. When you're renting a private room, usually the price of the room includes everything, so you don't have to pay anything additionally. Yeah, so you can find a room in Budapest which starts from 65,000 forints up to 95,000 forints, all included. And if you're looking for a studio apartment, I guess the price range will be between 1,035,000 forints up to 150,000 forints. And if you're looking for a flat, like with separated kitchen and the separated room, they start usually with 150,000 forints and can go to up to very high amount depending on flats and other factors. Yeah. Also, when you sign a contract for a flat, you sign it for at least 1 year. And if you terminate your contract before 1 year, you won't be returned your deposit. So yeah, think about it before signing a contract for your flat. When you're renting a room, for rooms you can actually conduct short-term contracts, like for 3 months, for 6 months, 9 months and 12 months. Yeah, but the tricky things with room, if the price rent is skyrocketing in Budapest, probably after termination of your contract in 3 months, your next 3 months might be a little bit higher, but of course you can always negotiate with your owner and know about these tricks in advance. Okay, those were actually a cost of renting in Budapest. Of course, if you live in other parts of Hungary, for example in Debrecen, you can rent a room which includes everything for 40,000 forints, which is pretty good. So far from Budapest, cheaper the rent is. So your scholarship will be enough to cover that part. Let's go to the second part, how to find a flat in Budapest. And myself and most of my friends, I think all of my friends, they found flat via our thematic Facebook groups or Facebook marketplace. So there are several groups. I will also put the links below. You can go there and you will see several types of advertisement. Yeah, where owner will put the size of the flat, the location, condition. They will attach also photos and will put approximate amount of utilities, fixed amount of common cost and rent. Before you choose your flat, of course try to find the location. Yeah, and you can always use a Google map and see how you can go from that flat to your university. So if you're going to make, I don't know, 5 times changes, maybe it's not a good idea, but it always depends on your need. And you can also use Google Street View to get to know the area of this flat. Is it suitable for you or not? So later on you would be disappointed. If you like a flat, you need to contact owner via Facebook chat, or if they provide a number, just call them via their number. Also, they sometimes attach their email, but from my experience, if you write them an email, you will wait for their response for quite a while and you probably will lose that flat. so it's better to contact via Facebook Messenger or to call them. After you call them, you need to set up a meeting when you come to visit this flat and check its condition. It's a very important part because you'll get to know the place where you're going to spend most of your time for your upcoming year. Yeah? Check the condition of windows, doors, equipment, and so on, because it's also very crucial. Most of the flats and rooms in Budapest are furnished, so probably you don't have to buy anything more. But my friends, they sometimes check flats and something was missing and they asked the owner, will it be provided later or not, and sometimes it is provided, so maybe it's better to clarify it in the beginning. If you are not in Budapest, try to ask your friends to check the flat. If you don't have any friends and you are absolutely new to this country and to this city, then you need to ask the owner to send a video that will be shot inside this flat. And also in this case, I would suggest you to ask for proof of ownership, so in order to avoid any kind of cheating. I have never heard about that, but it's better to be precautious. Yeah. Once you like this flat and you agreed with the owner that you will rent it, the owner will send you the preliminary contract that you need to revise. Also, before signing a contract, yeah, we are moving slightly to our third part. Before signing a contract, of course, ask the proof of ownership that it is a real person and he is really the owner of this flat. Second, check the condition of all equipment and furniture. For example, if you came to this flat and you see pretty old fridge that is going to break soon, and if you don't highlight it in your contract, later on when you move out, they will deduct money from your deposit for breaking a fridge, or you need to replace this fridge. So maybe this kind of tricky moments is better to negotiate with owner before moving in. Maybe they can replace it, or you will find any other solution that will suit you both. Also, during the first 2-3 weeks, it's better to highlight all details that you notice about this flat and put it in the contract. Also, you need to check all measurements of meters, like water meters, gas meters, and so on, and put the numbers, and after that sign a contract. So from that moment, you are considered as tenant. One also important thing that I've almost forgot to mention, before signing a contract, ask the owner if they can provide you the registration. So when you're coming to Hungary as a student, as an international student, then you need to go to the immigration office and fill the address card of your residence. Sometimes when people are renting their property, they do not have a license to provide the registration. Maybe if they are renting it for touristic purposes or so on. And in this case, they will make a shorter contract, like up to 3 months, 2 months, and they will just suggest you to refresh the contract every 2-3 months. This is quite inconvenient, first. Second, you won't have official registration, and you cannot get most of your documents without official registration. So check before if they can provide you that. And a few suggestions from my side based on my personal experience. If you don't want to live with other people that you do not know, you can actually agree with your friends to live together, but before that, check living habits. So for example, if you're a person who likes to live in a quiet environment and your roommate is a person who likes to throw a party, maybe at some point it won't be convenient for you, but if you're good friends, for sure you will find a compromise and you will have wonderful stay together. But still, you need to agree on that. If you are renting a flat together with your friends and you have one contract, if at one point you decided to move out or your friend decided to move out, it will be quite difficult because you have common contract. And if you terminate this contract before 1 year, you won't be returned your deposit. So in this case you can actually talk to owner and provide a replacement person instead of moved out person, or the person need to move out if he doesn't want to live with you anymore, but still need to pay the rent according to the contract. So it's good to live with friends. For example, I live with friends and I had wonderful experience with them, but there are moments that you need to be aware before signing something, so it's better to know everything beforehand than after. And this was all from my side. I hope this video was helpful for you, and yeah, subscribe to my channel if you are interested. Bye!